We got you a sweet potato because your production company is called Sweet Potato Productions.
Ta-da!
Thanks. Oh, like
So, yeah,
take it?
Yeah, take the.
It's our gift for you.
Split it later.
We don't normally get gifts for guests ever.
No, I actually think this is a yam. Yeah, I think it is. It's not really a. That's okay.
I mean, is there really a difference between yams and?
There's not a difference.
Well, there is yams.
There's a difference. So it's wrong?
Well, no, we're not called Yam Productions.
Look, you don't want a yam, you're not Yam Productions. We'll be in the studio.
What just happened? I don't know, we just really insulted them.
Are you guys gonna let them in?
They can wait till we're gonna go on.
Yeah.
Now you guys have been hitting the film festival circuits quite a bit too.
We did, yeah. We had a great time. I mean, some of the festivals we went to were you went to more than I did, but we had a great time.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It won the Best Family Film at the Canada International Film Festival, and it won the Viewer's Choice Award for the Ovation Short Film Contest, which
But it got on TV, right?
Yeah. So then after that, part of our reward was having it air on the Ovation channel, which was awesome to have a TV broadcast of it.
The Savannah Film Festival is pretty small. There's only 4 short narratives, 4 short documentaries, and 8 features or something. It's an incredibly small festival, and they are willing to fly you out and put you up if you want to be there for the whole week. So we went for the entire week.
Wow.
And so it's wonderful. You meet all these filmmakers. I mean, you really get to know the people who are there. You see everything that's playing, and I mean, it's like you just don't want to go home. You know, it's like it's like being on the
everything there was really great quality.
Oh, it was wonderful.
And through the film festival circuit, we were able to procure digital distribution, which is great. So
it's going to be on iTunes.
Yeah, we're prepping the film. So anyone who wants to see the film, in probably about a month, it'll be available on iTunes if you just type in the title. And we're really excited about that. We're actually changing up some of the music and revamping a little bit, and we're really excited for it to have a permanent home.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that title again is?
Me, You, A Bag and Bamboo. Download it on iTunes.
Yes. And if you're listening now, you can go to the website and dink around too. Well,
yes, meyouabagandbamboo.com. Yes. All spelled out.
Then Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny. I just want to know if you got to work directly with Jack Black.
Yes, I did.
What was it?
It was a lot of fun. He's actually a really great actor. He's a lot of fun to work with and a lot of fun to watch. They didn't actually do a lot of casting. A lot of it was just, they've all worked together in the past. Right. A lot of them came from the Actors Gang, and they know each other from working on other movies. And I think the Sorority Girls was one of the very few roles that they actually held auditions for.
Oh, yeah?
So I lucked out.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I lucked out in that regard. And Liam Lynch, the director, is...
Yes, how was working with Liam Lynch?
He's fantastic. He's a bit of an artistic genius. So easy to work with. Such a chill director.
Did you two trade puppet stories?
Yeah, I mean, because he has Syphil and Ollie, and he actually helped edit Pink Sweat and Showbiz News that both played Mockfest.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
those are puppet films for anybody that doesn't know.
Syphil and Ollie, a classic puppet show.
Yes.
From the 90s, if that's classic yet. And Pink Sweat is a puppet / live action movie.
Yeah. And so, Liam's great. He's really, he's been very supportive and encouraging of me making my own material.
Yeah, so Lara and I met doing a play, and I still remember walking into your car, and we were talking about how cool it would be to make our own work, and I don't know, is that possible? Could we just start shooting things, And it took us a few years, and within those years, I had also had the same conversation with a couple other friends, and we made a film really guerrilla style, really with a battery pack.
Like a real gorilla.
It was like a real gorilla, yeah. It would have been better with a gorilla, honestly. We needed a gorilla in that movie. But no, we shot on the subway system in LA and in the buses in LA. We did all night shoots, and I have mixed feelings about the project. I mean, it was done on a real micro budget. But I learned a ton. And the truth about producing is that no one wants to do the work, but if you're willing to do it, it's actually something you can teach yourself how to do. So I learned in that project how to work with SAG, how to work with permits, how to do all these things that felt impossible before. And cool. In the meantime, Lara had become totally passionate about producing this short, and so I was excited to team up and do it together.
So let's talk about some of the ups and downs of just micro budget filmmaking and all that with this short. How was that for you guys, working on small budgets, and were there any things you didn't expect?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think that this was the first film I ever directed, and so I was sort of like putting myself through film school,
Right.
and there was, I honestly didn't even know how to get like a grip or a gaffer. It was, and literally, it was employing, I think, a lot of our friends. It was like, you're creative. You want to be an art director? I think it was a first for a lot of people involved.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a
We
couple
called
pros.
everyone. We
Yeah.
called exes we shouldn't have called. We had people on the set. Like, we just stooped so low. I mean, you
Wow.
wouldn't believe it.
No, it really was like texting, people like
Horrible.
searching through our phones, like who can come and help us out.
That's when you want to hear from an ex, is to cash in a favor too.
Hey, it works.
It
It's not,
did.
it's not the kind of favor you expect to be called in on,
No.
but you know,
But it worked apparently.
yeah, we did get everything.
The thing is,
carried.
I mean, I'm so grateful though for all of those people showing up, and for people just stepping up and taking a leap and
Well,
taking on roles.
Yeah, it came together great. I never would have guessed it was like, just a bunch of random friends and exes and things that did it. It
We
seemed so
had-
professional.
Yeah, we had a really small
Yeah.
budget, and we made a decision we needed to shoot in a park, and we didn't really know how to cheat that or steal that. And so we made a decision to put a huge chunk of the budget towards a Film LA permit to shoot in the park, and then basically the other half of the budget towards getting a crane so we could get these aerial shots that we felt were really important in order to establish the world that we were trying to create. And so then after that, so I think those things made the film production escalate, and then everything else was kind of like grab, steal, go,
Gotcha.
do whatever you can.
Crane shots are cool though. I mean, that's totally worth it. If you get the crane shots in, they look great.
Yeah, I mean, we made that decision. It wasn't a hard decision to make. We
Yeah.
knew we wanted this feeling. You can, if you've seen the film, you know where it is in the film. There's this moment when the world sort of opens up, and I think without that sensation, the film wouldn't have worked. We needed it, and it wasn't a hard decision to make at all. But we did spend an awful lot of our budget on
Yeah.
I'm just
this
getting the crane.
one element.
And
yeah.
the day that we had the permit to shoot in the park, we ran out of light.
Oh.
And we were literally like rolling this 30-foot crane, like racing it across the park, trying to catch like last minute things. We wound up having to go back and basically shoot the rest of the film with just the DP and the actors. That was it. And it, of course, rained that day. So our footage is actually incredibly mix matched in terms of light and coloring. And thank God our color corrector was able to sort of blend it all together. But we have one day with just the camera, no crew, and then another day with 35 millimeter lenses, a whole crew, a crane. So we have two very different shoot experiences that are all supposed to be the same day.
Gotcha.
In
If that
a
makes
really
sense.
strange way, I think when you're doing like micro budget stuff, that the fact that you have no budget is like the best thing and the worst thing about your shoot. Like
Yeah.
some of the creativity that comes up in having limitations are some of the things I think you look back on and think are are the best things you came up with, because you become so creative to try to deal with your limitations. On the other hand, obviously there's things like running out of daylight and not having a permit that pose massive challenges. And
Yeah.
What was the thought process that went into choosing the music when you have a film that, I mean, there's so little talking going on between the main characters?
So yeah, we had someone do the score by Jason. His name is Jason Surfling, and he's this piano prodigy. He's really amazing, and it's actually a fun story. I had a burned CD of his that I got in college, and I'd always listened to his music, and I just thought it was really beautiful and kind of haunting. I really loved it, and I wound up Google stalking him, and we found out that he lives in Ventura County or Oxnard area, and
Don't trust anyone from there.
yeah, literally tracked him down and said, "I'm a huge fan of your music. Would you score this film?" And he said yes.
Nice.
Annika and I drove to Oxnard.
sat in this room and watched him like it was like watching some crazy, he's a genius. I mean, he just sat there, had this huge screen where the movie was playing, and he would just get on his piano and write stuff as the movie was.
Really?
It was like I've never seen anything like it. We were both sort of like in some sort of surreal.
It was really cool to go from this burned copy of a CD to, tracking this guy down and then watching him work and it actually being absolutely perfect.
It was incredible.
And then Alan Bernhoff did an original soundtrack for us, so all those little songs are were constructed by Alan, and he's great. He's really good at coming up with things really fast, and he definitely filled out
He took the temp music that we had in there and wrote original songs that could replace them, and he was wonderful. And he's the father of the girl that did all the voice for all the narration.
Oh, very cool.
And then in addition to that, we had our hearts totally set on having this White Stripes song. We were going to be friends in the film. And that's a whole other long story that's kind of incredible.
We were able to get the song for free from the White Stripes, which is just kind of like a mini miracle.
Well, yeah.
We love
Jack
them.
Like, let me see it, and maybe. And then
basically, we kept getting answers that were, you know, really expensive or just flat out no.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth your time. Don't bother.
They always say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just plead.
Like I've ever tried.
Yeah, we plead with the management if the band could just see it, and they were on tour, and I was in Brazil, and we were orchestrating an FTP site for them to watch a rough cut, and somehow the stars aligned, and they said, okay, give him a gratis right to the song for film festivals. So.
Crazy.
Oh, it's still mostly in one piece.
Destroy it.